Hi friends, my name is Lucas and welcome to session 3 of how to break through your financial blocks. If you're feeling stuck or challenged with money and you're not sure why, you're in the right place. In the first 2 sessions, we identified our financial blocks. If you have not completed those, check them out now and return to this video when you're done. In today's session, we'll look at creating new financial habits that will dissolve our old financial blocks. So get out your workbook or download it now and let's get to it. In session number 2, I asked you to start a running list of all the things that are helping you and hurting you around money. If you wouldn't mind, open up your workbook to that page and take a look at your list. On the right side, you listed a ton of things that are holding you back financially. Now, some of those things are going to be much easier to let go of than others. For example, I was stingy, so all I had to do was practice being generous. Pretty straightforward. But sometimes I feel like I'm not smart enough to make money. And because those feelings are deeply ingrained, they're going to be a little more challenging to let go of. So I'd like you to circle all of the behaviors that you feel would be easy to let go of. And for all of the ones that are more challenging, we'll get to those in session 4. Once you have a few things circled, it's time to come up with more productive behaviors. Let's say that you tend to carry credit card debt for months at a time. A more productive behavior would be to pay off your credit card purchases immediately. Or maybe you're feeling stingy like I used to be, so you could practice generosity. The goal is to come up with behaviors that will benefit your wealth, health, and happiness. And an easy way to get started is to ask yourself the question, what's the opposite of what I'm currently doing, thinking, or feeling? For example, when I'm feeling like there's not enough, for me, the opposite is to practice gratitude for what I already have. Oh, and by the way, you get bonus points if your new behavior contributes to the health, wealth, or happiness of others. In my experience, it's much easier to practice a new skill than it is to break an old habit. Think about it for a sec. Let's say that you want to focus your time and energy on getting healthy. So you're probably going to eat well, you'll sleep well, you'll go to the gym, you'll practice mental health, and more than likely, you'll hang out with like-minded, healthy people. By filling your time with all of these healthy habits, you have a lot less time and a lot less desire for the old, unhealthy habit. It's the same thing with our finances. When we focus our energy on behaviors that expand our wealth and happiness, we feel better, more confident, and our accounts start to grow. It's out with the old by replacing it with the new. Or as Dr. Joe Dispenza says, new thoughts and new habits create new results. And if you'd like some help coming up with more productive behaviors, schedule a free one-on-one call with me. Comment the big split and I'll send you an invite. So let's recap. The simplest way to break through old financial blocks is to practice new financial behaviors. As you do, the old behaviors start to dissolve. Pick one new habit that you're excited about and try it out. And give that a little bit of time. The goal here is to incorporate this new habit into your day-to-day lifestyle. Once you're feeling good about it, move on to the next habit and then start stacking one on top of the next. Before we wrap up, I invite you to zoom out and look at the bigger picture with me for just a moment. We've been accumulating financial baggage for most of our life. A lot of these patterns and behaviors run deep, so it'll take time to let them go. Ultimately, what we're talking about here is a complete lifestyle transformation. So I invite you to look at this as a marathon, not a sprint. And I encourage you to move at your own pace. I started off buying friends lunch and giving to people in need, and I practiced that for an entire year. Now, during that time, all kinds of thoughts, feelings, and emotions came up for me, and you better believe that I wanted to be stingy a lot of that time. And that's pretty normal. When we practice new behaviors, the old behaviors will show up. So the big question is, when they show up, will you get pulled down that path, or will you recognize and remember why you're creating a new habit for yourself? And that brings us to the 4th and final session. We'll address all of the thoughts, feelings, and habits that are embedded really deep, and I'll show you how to let them go. Thank you for your time and energy. If you enjoyed this session, I'd love to hear from you. Like, subscribe, or leave a comment. And if you know anyone that can benefit from this, please share this with them. I'll see you in session 4.